All right, so we got parallelograms. I want to go ahead and go through step by step. I want you to know opposite sides are congruent. It's very similar to the rectangle. Opposite angles are congruent. And then any two adjacent angles add up to 180. Okay? So, if you see adjacent angles like this, I want you to kind of consider, see if you can see this. It looks like co-interior angles. They add up to 180. And that isn't just on that left side or the right side. It also works here. Those add up to 180. And that's on all four sides. Alright, diagonals are congruent to each other and bisect each other. Okay? So these guys are going to cut in half. Alright, so this one right here at this intersection, it's going to cut it into two small pieces. And then as this one crosses over, it's going to be cut in half. Alright, so notice that this one has two dashes, this one has two dashes, but this one has a single and this one has a single. Okay? That means that these two will be equal to each other, but these two it will not be equal to. So an example would be this is a 5 and this could be a 4. So 4 and 4, 5 and 5. If they're not equal to each other, they cut each other in half. Alright, then diagonals make alternate interior angles. So if I look at just this one, I want you to kind of see that alternate interior $ look. Those will be equal. Alright, so applying some math here. This is 44. This is an opposite angle. So this would be 44 as well. Alright, so we have adjacent angles. I want you to see the co-interior angles here. So if we were to solve this, we would add them up and equal 180. Alright, just here, just like this picture right here, but you would just set it up as an equation. 9x plus 4 equals 58. Down here, opposite sides are equal, so that you'd set them equal to each other. Alright, here with one diagonal. Alright, so I want you to be able to see these are equal. Alright, so x is 35. And if I was to be very creative, these opposite angles are equal. So y would be 115. Alright, so identifying parallelograms, how can they show you? They can give you examples like this. They can say these guys are equal. Alright, opposite sides are equal. But if this was a right angle, it would be a rectangle. But if they wanted to be a rectangle, they would put the box in there. Another way to show you it's a parallelogram is the most common way is they would put arrows facing one direction on these two opposite sides, and then they would show the other symbol, another different pair of parallel lines, because that shows you parallelogram. Two sides, opposite sides are parallel. These two opposite sides are parallel. Alright, so there is the parallelogram.